All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into Google Cloud Hyperdisk, which sounds kind of intimidating, right? Especially if you're new to cloud computing in general.
It can seem like a whole other language sometimes.
Right. But we use cloud-based stuff every day, and it's not that complicated.
Exactly. It's all about breaking down those barriers.
Totally. And that's what we're here for today. So think of it this way. Use electricity, right? But you don't need to understand how to build a power plant to flip on a light switch.
That's a great analogy.
Hyperdisk is kind of like that. It's like having all these super fast, super flexible hard drives in Google's cloud, ready to go for your data and apps, but you don't have to manage any of the actual hardware.
Exactly. Google takes care of all the behind-the-scenes complexities for you so you can focus on what matters most, your data and applications.
Okay, so it sounds like Hyperdisk is like ready-made storage space in the cloud.
Exactly. It's like renting a storage unit, but instead of being a physical space, it's all virtual and managed by Google.
That makes sense.
And just like with storage units, you can choose the size and type that best suits your needs.
And the speed, right? Because our notes here keep mentioning that Hyperdisk is built for really demanding tasks, not just your average cloud storage needs.
Absolutely. Think of it like this. If you need to transport something small and light, a bicycle might be enough. But if you need to move something heavy and you need to do it fast, you're going to want a powerful truck, right?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Hyperdisk is like that powerful truck for your data. It's designed for applications that need lightning-fast access to information, like AI processing, data analytics, even high-end gaming, things that would bring a regular hard drive to its knees.
So we're talking about serious processing power here. And speaking of power, what's this whole titanium thing about?
Ah, titanium. Now we're getting to the really cool stuff.
Our notes mention it's like the secret sauce, the thing that makes Hyperdisk so incredibly fast.
It is. Imagine a team of tiny robots working behind the scenes to optimize your storage. That's kind of what titanium is like.
Okay, that sounds pretty high-tech.
It is. It's specialized hardware developed by Google that takes on a lot of the heavy lifting, processing data directly, instead of relying solely on the virtual machine's CPU.
So titanium is like having a dedicated team of engineers constantly optimizing your storage for peak performance.
That's a great way to put it. And the best part is, all this happens behind the scenes so users don't even have to think about it. Google handles the complexities of titanium, and you reap the benefits of having super fast storage without needing a degree in computer science.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
So we've established that Hyperdisk is pretty powerful stuff, but let's get down to brass tacks here.
right. How does this actually apply to our listeners? Why should they care?
You read my mind. Let's talk about some real-world applications. So we've got this super fast storage solution, but how does that actually help people in their everyday lives?
That's the key question, right? It's all about making technology work for us, not the other way around.
Right. And our notes mention examples like AI, data analytics, and even gaming, things that rely on speed and processing power.
Exactly. Think about it. If you're analyzing massive data sets or developing cutting-edge AI algorithms, you need instant access to information.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
But can you give us a more concrete example, something our listeners can really connect with?
sure. Let's say you're building the next hit mobile game. You've got millions of players around the world all interacting in real time.
Okay, I can see where this is going.
With Hyperdisk, you can ensure those players have a seamless, lag-free gaming experience. No more frustrating delays, no more getting taken out by a lag spike.
That's huge, especially in the gaming world, right? Every millisecond counts.
Absolutely. And it's not just about speed. Hyperdisk also gives you incredible flexibility and customization options.
Oh yeah, our notes mention that. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, right?
Exactly. With Hyperdisk, you have the power to tailor your storage to your specific needs. Need more speed? No problem. Need more space? Hyperdisk can handle it. It's like having a custom-built engine for your data, perfectly tuned for optimal performance.
So it's like, if you're a small startup, you don't have to overspend on storage you don't need right away. You can just scale up as you grow.
Exactly. You only pay for what you use. It's like your electricity bill. You're charged based on your actual consumption, not some fixed monthly rate.
That's awesome. So it's flexible and scalable. What's not to love?
And this isn't just for tech giants either. This level of control and flexibility is a game changer for businesses of all sizes.
That's what's so exciting about cloud computing in general, right?
Yeah.
It's like leveling the playing field.
Exactly. And Hyperdisk is at the forefront of that movement.
Speaking of Hyperdisk, our notes mention there's actually more than one type.
You're right, there are. Google offers a variety of hyperdisk options, each designed for specific use cases.
Like different tools for different jobs.
Exactly.
Well, one name that definitely jumped out at me was Hyperdisk Extreme. It sounds so intense.
It's definitely in a league of its own. Imagine needing the absolute fastest storage solution possible, where even a millisecond of delay could be critical.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Give me the elevator pitch. Let's say I'm a tech CEO, and you need to sell me on Hyperdisk Extreme.
Hyperdisk Extreme is designed for those applications where speed is paramount. We're talking sub-millisecond response times, the ability to handle massive databases, real-time financial transactions, high-performance computing.
Wow, you make it sound like the holy grail of data storage.
It's pretty close. If your business thrives on speed and efficiency, Hyperdisk Extreme is the key to unlocking your full potential.
It sounds pretty impressive. But for those of us who might not need quite that level of intensity.
You're right, it's not for everyone. But luckily, Google offers a range of hyperdisk options to suit different needs and budgets. It's all about finding the perfect balance of performance, scalability, and cost-effectiveness for your specific situation.
So you're saying there's a Hyperdisk option for everyone?
Absolutely. Whether you're an individual developer or a multinational corporation, Google has a hyperdisk solution tailored to your unique requirements. It's like having a personalized toolkit for your data storage needs.
I like the sound of that. A
Yeah.
personalized toolkit for data storage.
Yeah.
But that brings up another question. Like, with all these options, how do you know which one is right for you? It can be kind of overwhelming, especially if you're new to cloud computing and all the technical jargon.
I totally get it. It can feel like you need a PhD just to choose the right storage solution.
Exactly. So how can our listeners make sense of it all? What advice would you give to someone who's maybe feeling a little lost in the cloud, so to speak?
Honestly, the best thing you can do is start by understanding your own needs and priorities. What are your performance requirements? How much data do you need to store? What's your budget? Once you have a good handle on those factors, you can start narrowing down your options.
So it's kind of like buying a car, right? You wouldn't just walk into a dealership and say, give me the fastest, most expensive thing you've got without considering your lifestyle, your budget, all of that.
Exactly. You need to think about how you're actually going to use it. And the good news is, Google has a ton of resources available to help you make the right decision. They've got white papers, case studies, even online tools that can recommend the best hyperdisk solution based on your specific needs.
That's good to know. So it's not like you have to be a cloud computing expert to figure this out. There's help available if you need it.
Exactly. And honestly, even if you're not a tech expert, I think there's something really empowering about understanding how this technology works and how it can be used to achieve amazing things.
I agree. It's like once you understand the basics, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we've even inspired some future cloud computing gurus out there today.
I hope so. The more people we can get excited about the potential of cloud computing, the better.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the ins and outs of Google Cloud Hyperdisk, from its lightning-fast performance to its impressive flexibility and scalability. We've even touched on the importance of choosing the right storage solution for your specific needs and how Google provides the resources to help you do just that.
And most importantly, I hope we've demystified the world of cloud computing a bit for those who might have been intimidated by it before.
Absolutely. Cloud computing is the future, and Google Cloud Hyperdisk is leading the way. So whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting your cloud journey, we encourage you to dive in and explore all that Hyperdisk has to offer.
And remember, the cloud is always evolving, so stay curious and never stop learning.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.